Сейчас прям продолжить.
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current
А мать
thoughts.
что здесь делает?
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Trust yourselves. It's all already in there.
В могилу-то, что ли? Кабинет Мартинера. 24 января 1793 года.
Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you have all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can.
Don't worry, William. We are all here to support your project through to its conclusion.
Thank you, George. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain
Ну, как
matter.
обычно.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to... how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free rein, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One
And what if I
after
fail?
the- I have faith in you, my son. Great faith. That notwithstanding, should any of them resist, we'll decide what to do afterwards. Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off then.
Так, я хотела уклонение. Если оно у меня есть. Вот оно. Пьяджи, Вёльнер, Дой, этой, мадам наша. Еще по списку пойти, что ли? Или на рандоме? Так, чисто, кто первый попадется. Вот к этому Вёльнеру, наверное, попозже пойдем. Кто тут самый первый? Это что? Опасные связи. Офигенный предмет. У меня нет никаких писем там случайно. Я так понимаю, нету.
Ce Jacques Perru?
Так, он у нас сдох. А, ну тут и нельзя.
Emily? Emily, it's me.
Come in, Louis.
I just saw that. What's that servant doing in your room?
A gift from Father.
You're joking, right?
Unfortunately not. He's worried about my health.
Ah, typical. Of course, I understand this is in no way an overreaction on his part. Anyway, I've come to see if you're better.
That's very nice of you. Thank you. I'd appreciate it if we kept our last discussion to ourselves, Louis. I'm not very proud of the state I was in.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please. You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
And did it go all right? I imagine you spoke about yourselves.
He confirmed what Sir Gregory told me, that he really is my father. That he didn't know I was his daughter until a short while ago.
And, well, how are you? Did you take it all right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me then?
Do you trust him?
А у меня меда нету.
I don't know. It's hard to say. He's our father. He has started to initiate me, and he's been pretty fair so far. Now, that said, you can't say he's gone about gaining my trust in the best possible way. What about you? What do you think of him?
Honestly, I no longer know who to believe. The only one I really trust is you, so I shall follow you this time.
So, I can count on you for the conference vote then, right?
You can. I shall support Mortimer's project.
Perfect. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. See you later for the vote.
Yes. See you later.
Быстро.
Duke Manuel.
De Richet? I am surprised you dare speak to me.
Come now, my Lord Duke.
I hope Sir Gregory will make you sorry for betraying him.
In politics, one must know how to play the ball on the bounce. This might be hard for you to believe, but things have changed.
What are you implying?
О, противостояние.
He looks very sure of himself. I wonder what he's got planned.
Единственный шанс, блядь.
I've simply found out more.
About what?
About the project, and also about the parties present. It was enough to convince me.
All right. What have you found then?
When you find out, you'll hasten to join us.
Right. Well, you have piqued my curiosity, de Richet. I have a funny feeling you're hiding something from me. Why exactly did you choose Duke Mortimer as a plan? I knew it! He must have persuaded the others, which means I'm the last one.
I have no faith in Sir Gregory.
Indeed. And why is that?
I don't know. He acts like someone who knows they've already lost.
Of course.
Given Mortimer's team, honestly, didn't you have any doubts about your winning?
Sorry, not for 1 second.
No need to apologize. Lord Mortimer planned everything to make you believe everything is going exactly according to his plan. Not once has Lord Mortimer been the least bit worried. Not once has he wavered. Never has he had the slightest doubt.
And do you know the reason for such
Не прибегай к
confidence?
способностям же
I
было
didn't need to ask
сказано.
whether or not to join Mortimer. He acts like a winner. He knows he's going to win. The game is over, and Holm knows it as well.
But where did we go wrong then? Luis, tell me, where did we go wrong?
They're all going to vote for Mortimer, Manuel.
But, no, that is impossible.
Will you be the only one to raise a hand in favor of Sir Gregory?
But
the one to whom everything happens, who reaps all the consequences?
No, I cannot afford to lose. For Spain, I do not want Spain to pay the price of an alliance made too hastily. Not because of me. Indeed, it would seem things have changed. Thank you for letting me know, Luis. May I call you Luis?
Of course you can, Manuel.
Luis?
In fact, to be perfectly honest, I never really made up my mind.
Naturally.
Yes. Do you think Lord Mortimer will tell me a little more about this if I pop in to see him? What is more normal than wanting to get informed before you make a decision?
Yes, I won. Look at him, squirming on the end of a hook so as not to lose face. I love it. Of course, you'd be delighted.
Perfect. It's a deal. You can count on me at the conference, Luis.
Marvelous. If you don't mind, I'll be leaving you now. I'll go straight to Mortimer to tell him the good news.
Yes, please do. Go ahead, Luis.
Да не Луис, а Луи, блядь. А я могу на балкон к нему заскочить? Мало ли тут мед есть. В смысле ты бомж? Понятно. Ну, я не буду при нем ничего читать. Так, а у меня в комнате появилось что-то? Видимо, ничего.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment?
I shouldn't really, Louis, as you can imagine.
Rest assured, I've come just as a friend.
No matter how I look at it, between my affection for you and the conference, I can't hide my disappointment that you're changing sides, Louis. With all due respect to Lord Mortimer, how could you follow him like this?
I understand your disappointment, Your Eminence, but I have good reason to.
It's got nothing to do with it, but... You didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been speaking to Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your Eminence. We're all exhausted. I can assure you of that.
That's very kind of you, Louis. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Блять, а он не сдохнет
The man seems
случайно?
terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little before trying to get him to change sides.
Oh, what did you want from me exactly?
If you don't mind me asking, what did you dream of, Your Eminence?
It's rather confusing, Louis. You were here, as well as Mr. von Borner. But no, it's impossible.
What is it?
No, nothing. It couldn't have happened. I don't understand, Lord. What's happening to me?
Calm down, Your Eminence. Everything is all right. I'm here for you. I didn't think that just talking about his dreams would affect him like this.
No!
Бля.
It's not possible. Lord, help me. Don't take this the wrong way, Louis. But I would like to be honest.
А что это за перемена
As I
настроения
already
такая?
said, I shouldn't even have opened the door to you. And I'm exhausted. I won't change my vote for the conference. I'm sorry for you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please excuse me, I didn't mean to bother you. I'll be on my way now. Damn it. I'll have to tell Mortimer that I didn't manage to convince Piaggi.
О, ну ладно, хуй с ним. Я не думала, что с ним так сложно будет.
President George Washington. Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Надеюсь, хотя бы здесь
Why is
фиаско не
this study
потерпел.
in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
А шо, где он?
What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted.
Так, Йоган, я понимаю, ты пытаешься выяснить, что с Элизабет, но это переходит всякие границы. Думаешь, не было мало твоих выходов на континенте? Допускаю, тебя возмущало, что мы заперли Элизабет на мисс во избежание встречи с Сарой, но зачем было сбегать с ней без предупреждения? Мне пришлось лгать всем, Йоган. Притворись, что вернулся пару дней назад отдельно от нее, попросил Уильяма убедить в этом же своих гостей. Образуемся, наконец возьми себя в руки, нужно увезти с острова то, что ты нашел по моему поручению, а не тратить время на изучение. Уверяю, что ты не получишь никаких ответов. Более того, мы рискуем снова упустить эту реликвию. Прошу последний раз, оставь ее там, где мы договаривались. Ее сразу же заберут, будь уверен, Грегори.
Looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
Ну, сейчас тупо мед потрачу.
Amber.
Но мед я, наверное, лучше на противостояние потрачу.
A table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol. A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner. Amber crystals.
Сколько ж у тебя янтаря-то?
The alchemist is an old man. What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw, and he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. Straw on his desk, as if to protect something fragile. Yes, someone must have packed something away here.
И все? Ну а почему здесь мед валяется, я не могу его взять? Это баг? Теперь мне этого еще искать надо.
So, go and take care of your mission, and come back and see me once you've accomplished it, Louis.
А. А где солома-то может быть? Не, ну он вряд ли тут будет.
Devil's Thorn. I need to talk to Von Wohner. Blasted. Holm is with him. Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. Just my luck. He'll only talk to the Duke. Right. We'll have to fix that.
И?
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
Duke Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. von Wollner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle.
в смысле?
I shan't be long.
See you later,
Я
Sir Gregory.
усевался.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up. I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
Жди.
I wonder what he was doing outside. Something to do with what Holm asked him for, maybe.
Mr. von Wollner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Блять.
Sir Gregory has been taking us for a ride right from the start. When it comes to this operation,
Две
he
ошибки
isn't championing the
допустимо.
interests of our respective nations. All he cares about is beating Lord Mortimer at his own game.
Oh, come, Manuel. Where are you getting this from?
Name me even one decision by Sir Gregory that was in favor of Prussia.
My God, man. I didn't know you were so excessive.
You don't want to answer?
I will. Just let me think.
You're pinned down. You will only get mere crumbs out of Poland. It will go to Russia. And I hope you're ready for a global war, because
Ну,
I doubt
прости,
France will agree to our coalition.
True, said like that. I don't know.
I'm not criticizing. I'm in the same boat as you. Spade will docilely follow Holm without getting anything in return.
You are wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about me, and your attempts to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johann. We may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me, exactly?
I might surprise you, Johann.
Oh, that's a rather facile approach to take.
Блять.
I would have expected more
Нет,
from you.
это все.
Like the attempted murder of young de Rocher?
Pardon? Oh, no. Listen.
Have no fear. If I wanted to talk about it, I would have done so already.
I am outraged.
Stop this farce. I couldn't care less if you wanted to have a go at him. What matters to me now is you understand that we have common interests.
Ha! Keep going. I'm listening. But, tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Mortimer is planning something. We don't know everything. He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah, really?
Стойчиво.
Mortimer is a demon, Johann. We have no chance of winning with Gregory.
Do you have any idea what you are talking about?
I know how it sounds, but I'm asking you to believe me. He can take control of any one of us, Johann.
Shut up! I don't know how you found out, but hold your damn tongue! I know what Mortimer is, and Holm is one too.
Блять.
And they are not the only ones, believe me. Look, I hear everything you're saying, but there is no chance that
Блин,
Mortimer
последний
can make us all
сам
change
звука.
sides. That is why
Не
Sir
надо было, видимо,
Gregory can
слушать
but
тебя,
win.
да?
You understand?
Think again. It's already too late. Now, you're the last one left. Your loyalty toward Gregory is honorable, but no longer makes any sense. If you don't change your mind, you'll be venturing into dangerous waters for no valid reason.
Unless it's to win.
Yes, but at what price? Think of all those who will be hostile toward you afterwards. Just think about it rationally a minute. Prussia has nothing directly at stake, so why put your position or your
Ладно,
life
у
in the
меня только проблема с
balance?
Пенджем.
I hear you. Honestly, betraying Gregory is... well, it's unthinkable. Unless I simply don't have any choice.
Yes, he's finally cracked.
Thank you for warning me.
You're welcome. There is nothing more natural between allies. I did what I could. Now, it's up to you. As for me, I'll vote for Mortimer. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
Good. I mustn't lose too much time.
Так, теперь валим отсюда по-быстрому, пока он не очнулся.
See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
Так, пойдем к бате сообщать результаты. А можно священника ёбнуть как-то? Ой. Но кто ж знал, что его не нужно было успокаивать? Или, подожди, или что я там выбрала? Наоборот. Нужно было успокоить.
Louis, there you are. Well, tell me, how did it go?
I did my best.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
You can count on Mr. von Volner.
Really? Well, I must admit, I'm stunned at your success there. I truly believed he would never betray Gregory.
You can count on Duke Manuel's vote.
Now I am impressed. I would never have thought the Duke would have yielded. I see you must have been very persuasive.
The Duchess will follow us.
She will? Marvelous.
But why didn't you tell me we were brother and sister?
Now, Louis, don't blame me. I thought, as you were going through a very difficult time, that you had enough on your plate without having to cope with having a new sister. Otherwise, you can be sure I would have told you sooner. Listen, Louis. Congratulations for what you've just accomplished. It's not perfect, but it's still quite a feat.
But not enough, given that the vote must be approved unanimously. We're going to lose.
Don't worry. I couldn't have been any more persuasive myself. You've done the hardest part. I'll take over now. Don't worry. Assemble everyone in the conference room. Meet me there and let's get it over with. My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holm doesn't seem to be himself.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
А, даже так могу сделать.
I
Ладно,
vote
теперь за.
for.
Duchess Hillsborough?
For.
Duke Manuel?
For.
Your Eminence?
Against.
Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Volner?
For.
What? Gregory, please refrain from interrupting.
В ахуе.
You know the rules, brother. President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast.
Он, походу,
So
был
you
главной
were
его
not
пешкой.
won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen to me.
Never mind. It will still come to pass.
Traitor! What have you done? You are obliged to respect your word. That is the rule.
The time of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have.
А почему у меня тогда задание крестиком перечеркнуто, а не галочкой было?
Done to me.
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened?
Sir Gregory, what's the matter?
Значит,
William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die.
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Как ты отомстишь, если тебя рассудка не
No, my
будет?
dear Gregory. you will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body. After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, you cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
Смешно. Ну да, я обеспечил победу сэру Грегори. Ну как бы да, но как бы и нет одновременно. А я дальше могу прокачивать вот это вот все. Нет, подожди. Может, сюда вкачать? Последнее голосование.
What? But...
Они все замерли, кроме него.
What on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
Какой выход?
Beneath your compassion, we take refuge, O Mother of God.
I deserve a great destiny, and I will let
History
nothing,
will
no
remember
one
me
stand in the way
and
of my
the
dreams.
sacrifices I
sense that something
Dear
is
God, if I lose the war against France, I will be doomed.
Good God, I can't even move. But Louis can. What's happening?
А какой выход-то, ёпта? Выход! Какой выход, блядь? У меня выход только один единственный, это сраное копье, которое у меня это... Я не знаю, как эта херня в куртке. Найдите выход, блядь. Я чё, ебло, что ли? В картине выход? Серьезно? В картине, блядь.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
О.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on earth is going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
А отсчет будет?
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him.
Ну, с ним связь, Аня, сама с собой.
Keep an eye on them. Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
А как расставить?
I won't let him attack his brother.
He wants to isolate me again.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
Ни одного очка не хватает.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Да я слышала это уже.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Ну, у меня больше ничего нету.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Сейчас, может быть, что-то еще сделаем. Так. Или с мамкой.
Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Чтобы переставить персонажей, нажмите X. А как это сделать? Еще что-то можно тут получить. Ой, что там было? Монетка. Так, это не то.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Тогда ее ставим сюда.
Whatever happens, I trust him, and only him. I must take the book back to him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Так, ну они вместе поставлены. А что если сделать вот так вот? А это вот так вот сделать. Не?
I won't let him attack his brother.
Я не могу.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Дайте что-нибудь еще. Хорошо. Угу. Самый быстрый. И?
Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming. At least as soon as I found the exit.
Так через картину.
Is anyone there? I can hear you. I know you're there. Help me. Help! Can anyone hear me? It's not fair. I don't deserve this. I didn't do anything. Help me, please.
What? What are you doing here?
You? It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You have to come here and stop babbling away at me. Fool! You couldn't have stopped her from shooting, could you?
You can change your tone because I'm not the one who shot at you, remember? It's not my fault if your sister got rid of you like a dead weight.
What you just said was nasty.
That was for treating me like an idiot.
I didn't want it to happen like that. I just wanted to exist a little too.
Didn't you ever think there might be other ways of doing that?
Obviously, it's easy to say that now.
легко
Louis,
сделать на самом
we
деле.
have no time to lose. Help me, please.
What on earth is she talking about? Come on, you're dead.
No. There's got to be a solution. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot at point-blank range. I will survive this. Help me. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. I must have been here several months. I stopped counting from... Hang on. What are you doing here? Are you dead?
Look, never mind. Don't take this the wrong way, but it would take too long to explain it all.
But you can move about, can't you?
I'm not dead, Emma.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what's going on. How do you expect me to help you?
There must be a way. I beg you, promise you will help me, Louis.
All right, calm down. I'll do everything I can to get you out of here.
Thank you, Louis. I knew you were a good man.
Right. I must get going now. Just stay calm. Everything will work out fine.
Louis! No! Don't leave me! Louis!
Я вернусь.
Filthy scum! I'll kill you! Get out of here and I'll come looking for you, Louis de Richet. Do you hear?
А если я тебя
I will
вытащу?
find you.
I must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of who. Louis? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste.
О, это, короче, выберка. Установить последовательность воспоминаний Холма. Ёпаный ног. Ага.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Holm won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
Угу. Ну, это последнее, походу, что я должна выбрать.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference.
No, not yet.
В смысле слишком рано?
Charles Francois. What an adventure.
He's talking about Charles Francois d'Angen and Françoise d'Aubigné. They were contemporaries of Louis XIV. This has nothing to do with what brought Holm here. I had to look somewhere else.
Dear Countess Dunant.
I heard about this story. The Countess was apparently an acquaintance of Sir Gregory, but this has nothing to do with what's happening at the manor. I can put that one to the side.
Dear Countess Dunant.
Кого?
What a pity you disappointed. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. It was a trip.
Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
Так,
At the
выбрать.
previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the first event that brought Holm here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Так, найдено первое воспоминание. Надо остальные прослушать.
I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother. I did everything in my power to avoid the Peloponnesian War, but he wouldn't listen. He always wanted more. Father wasn't gentle with William back then, shutting him in the body of Pericles for 8 years, and reducing Athens and its cursed democracy to its knees. I recalled Sparta, of my exchanges back then with my brother.
I'm losing focus. Come on, Louis, concentrate, concentrate. I must concentrate on the important memories, the ones that led Holm into this situation.
Ну хорошо, я поняла, все.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for Holm. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
Если я его
He
выберу.
cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
I must have missed a memory.
Нет, это еще не оно.
He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children. And Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we...
What have I missed?
Тоже не оно.
I recall Sparta. It was a trap. At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I
Мне
would
вообще
present.
последовательность скинулась, что ли?
Here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Подожди, а если я еще опять туда подойду?
I recall Sparta. He feeds. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we...
What have I missed?
Нет, тоже не оно. Ну тогда с первого, который там было, попробовать можно.
I recall Sparta. France. So much effort. So much wasted.
Я это слушала вообще.
France.
Analysis is correct, but there's no link to what interests me here.
Нет, тогда оно не важно.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
And the cherry on the cake is I
А
drank
вот
his
это вот
cursed tea.
я пропустила, походу.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time?
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
There's something missing.
Да ёб твою мать. Здесь же больше ничего нет, но на той стороне точно ни хера нет. Ну я сейчас на все подряд начну щелкать.
Louis.
Чё?
He allowed me to bring Emily back again. He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Supposedly to find
I'm on the right track here.
Ага. А то третий будет.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Ой, пиздец, какая... Вот это последнее самое, так понимаю, будет.
I can't hold out.
Да, тихо. Я думаю.
Ah, Charles.
Нет, нет, не то.
Dear
Тоже не
Countess
то.
Dunster, what a pity you disappointed. His children are gathered together? Yes, France. Yeah. So much effort. So much waste. France. So much effort. So much
That's not the right direction.
А! Нет, не убирай его.
France.
Скотина.
Be quick.
Да иди нахер. Зачем так расставлять картины, блядь?
coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Ой, паскуда. А нифига, кстати, он детей-то себе наплодил. Так, вот тут что было? А, это самое первое. Это я не трогаю. Это я тоже не трогаю. Вот тут что было? Там мне не спар.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for home. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with Emily and Cardinal Biaggi, but well before I found out the truth about my nature.
He cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared... He feeds me. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually...
end here.
Так, и самое последнее, там, где он помер уже. Так, только не про Спарту опять, пожалуйста, не надо. Ой, сука.
He broke the rules. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. He cut off all communication with father. Brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. You have managed to follow my thoughts. Come to me, quickly.
Ё-моё. А чё за вырвиглазная картинка? Сейчас противостояние.
Hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going
Так, вот теперь я запуталась. Кто теряет рассудок?
I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
He's here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
Блять. А если ни тому, ни этому?
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you, nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
Louis, it's over for me. It's up to you now to protect our family. Find your sister, Louis. She'll know what to do.
What are you saying?
Find her.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
Что он с ним делает?
You will be punished.
Он его душу сожрал? Или чё? Я мог встретить дух Асаила? Где это? Все.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
Yes.
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
Ну да, я была права.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
Tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emily's in her room.
Так, у нас с этой стороны.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Emily?
Yes,
What's happening, Louis? You look...
Holm is dead.
Good God, he did it!
What do you mean?
He warned me that Mortimer would probably try to get rid of him. He couldn't believe it himself. But we have to admit that he was right to be wary. We are in great danger, Louis.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When Gregory came to warn me, he assured me that we would be the next to go down.
I don't understand. Why would Mortimer attack us?
His brother, then his children.
He feeds on us.
Pardon me?
The bastard! It's been right under our noses all this time,
Пиздец,
Emily.
блядь.
Saturn devouring his children, and without Gregory to obstruct him. Now, we're easy prey.
No, it's impossible. No.
He's insane, Emily. But don't worry. We're together now, and he doesn't know that we know. Which means that we have the advantage.
When I brought up the possibility of us running away as quickly as we could, Gregory dissuaded me. He thought that Mortimer would see it coming, and that we would have no chance.
I guess I agree with him, and now we're here. I'm not gonna let him get away with it. There's two of us now, Emily. We can count on each other.
Well, on that note, I haven't told you everything, Louis. This might be a bit hard for you to accept, so I wanted to warn you. There are 3 of us.
Surprise, brother.
Excuse me?
It's Emma, Louis. Just before he disappeared, Holm explained to me how to bring her back from the ether. We were pressed for time
And the only body she could find was one of those cursed servants. Can you believe it?
Emma, don't start, please. I didn't exactly have much of a choice.
Be that as it may, I'm the one inside the body of a masked lackey.
I had to deal with the most urgent thing first. We'll try and get you out of there as soon as we can. Just as I promised you.
And I'll make sure you make good on your commitment, sister.
Emma, for the last time.
She is better, don't worry. Being a demon changes many things, and the prospect of getting stuck in the ether for eternity has opened her eyes.
Well, I guess it's your decision, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Are we ready? Can we go now? Louis, at this point, it doesn't matter what you think about me. You need me. I'm guessing you are well aware of what we're about to face, aren't you?
Not really. No.
That's just what gives us a chance, is it not?
It's usually the only argument the reckless have in their favor.
Take heart. We're only about to confront an age-old creature that can read our thoughts and force us to act against our will and wants to devour us. So what's the problem?
If that is your attitude, I suggest we reevaluate the possibility of running away.
Stop it. Let's all just calm down. Only a few minutes ago, it was just the 2 of us. Things are looking up. Our chances are only getting better.
How do we get rid of him then?
Killing him won't change a thing normally. He is capable of changing bodies.
I know how to kill a demon. And the irony of it is, he's the one who revealed it to me. We have to make him touch the blood of an older demon in order to encase him in his mortal body. This is the only way that might give us a chance of dealing him a fatal blow. And I've got the Holy Lance.
What's that got to do with demons?
Christ was his father. Believe me, if we get out of here alive, I'll have a lot of juicy details to tell you about the family. This lance actually received the blood of an ancient demon, and it can work on Mortimer.
Let's do it then.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry about me.
As you wish.
Это пиздец странно на самом деле. Так, столовая вроде в этой стороне была. А хотя можно сына этого навестить. Может, он тоже на нашей стороне будет?
Monsieur Johann van Wulner.
Johann!
Louis, I haven't the time.
What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here, what do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait a
second.
second.
No, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
О, слился. Говнюк. А как вы так быстро переместились?
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yes.
Давайте, чё
Let's
тут?
get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, father.
Блин, это
You brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis.
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head! Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
Get him!
Oh, Louis! No!
Ударить гвоздем? Можно было
don't
взять
do it.
гвоздь?
It's over. You've lost.
No, Louis! No, stop!
А я ж не знаю, правильно ли это
My
копье.
son, you will regret your actions when you see him.
Типа, это
Come,
точно
Louis.
то?
It's over.
Let's leave.
Он сейчас встанет, да? Он же встанет. А можно было его гвоздем прирезать? А как же тут письмо еще, кстати?
Von Volmer tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial fronts. She became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on clues provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again. Sarah de Richet never returned from her trip to the English Isles. Her disappearance spelled the end for the Golden Order, and was the object of gossip for just a few days at the court of France. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
И все? Я не отвез Альфа-Азир обратно на материк. А как это можно было сделать, мне вот интересно. И это все? Серьезно? Ну, хуйня. А не конец.